So, Kike Hernandez, what you're telling me is even without the pandemic, you used to hand out masks to all of your Dodgers teammates when they were around Clayton Kershaw, right?
Absolutely. I think that is the silver lining of having to wear a mask in the clubhouses. We get to escape from Kershaw's atmosphere.
Well, keep them clear of your family and your nostrils as well, because you got some big news. You released it last week on social media. You are adding to the Hernandez family, which is awesome. It was a little bit different, though. Congratulations on this one. Who came up with this idea? Because this is the best one we've ever seen.
Thank you. First of all, thank you. Really excited. Never expected to happen this soon. We thought we were going to wait a little bit, but quarantine happened, and I guess I went to work. But we saw a post on Instagram from a girl posted a picture with her husband, and he was pretending to be pregnant, and I thought that was hilarious. It seemed like he had some like paper or something, some clothes inside his shirt. And light bulb went off. I went on Amazon and I searched fake pregnancy bellies, and there were some good options out there. Obviously, went with the highest rating one, just because we needed to make it look official. But I think it was my wife's sister that saw it. She sent it to us because we were looking to do something a little different. I don't know if you guys remember my engagement photo shoot, but I can't. If I'm gonna do pictures like that, they can't just be basic. They can't be normal because it gets awkward. It's too forced, and I think those pictures explain both our personalities pretty good.
Kike, congratulations, man. That's absolutely awesome. But please tell me you're not going to put your child through this type of haircut catastrophe as in this picture right here.
No, we are in that was like 3 decades ago, man. We're not in the 90s anymore. I've been arguing with my mom for the past 2 months, ever since we found out. She wants her granddaughter to dress the way she dressed her kids in the 90s. And I told Mom, like, you got to understand, first of all, we had no choice in what outfit you put on us. And then second, it's my kid. I get to choose this time, and I'm not going to dress my kids like they're 90s kid, During quarantine, I had some serious hair crisis, and I was considering, growing it out and keeping the mustache and getting that haircut again, but I just got tired. I was in Arizona. It was way too hot, so I just bought a little clipper at Walgreens, and I was like, "Hey, babe, would you mind shaving my head?" And she was like, "Absolutely. I've been waiting years for you to ask this." So that's what's going on right now.
All right. Well, we thought that maybe you had added a little new ink to your body as well. Did anybody on the team actually think that these tattoos were real? Because they were not.
Well, I was working out with Belly during quarantine, and first day he shows up when I had the tattoos. The way Belly talks, he just doesn't talk. He just screams everything. And he was like, "Yo, what is that? When did you get that?" And I was like, "Belly, it's not real. It looks super real. It looks super legit. I know, but it was $10 on Amazon. I know. Me and my wife have a rewards card for Amazon, but and then we showed up to the cage, and Brant Brown, our hitting coach, he's got a few tats, and he gets out of his car and he looks at my leg sleeve and he looks at my arm sleeve, and he goes, "That's not real, is it? I have tattoos. I know you just can't get a full sleeve from yesterday to today. That doesn't happen. That's not real, right?" So I got some pretty good reactions. There's a restaurant in our neighborhood that we would ride our bikes. A few of our neighbors, we ride our bikes, pick up the food, and then sit across each other's street or our houses and eat our food there. And one of the times we went to pick up food, I got this couple. They're both all tatted up. We show up on our bikes, and they're getting in their truck, and I hear somebody saying something, but I wasn't sure if it was to us. And then like I turn around, and first it was the husband saying something, and then the wife, she gets out of the window and she goes, "Nice ink, bro." And I was like, oh, heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now. But yeah.
Well, I'm curious what your buddy Chase Utley would have thought of it if he had seen you, because you do a great visual impression of Chase with the smirk. I guess are we going to let him be around your child? And if so, what's he going to bring to the table?
Man, I don't know. On these circumstances of quarantine and all, obviously we still got some time to go. Baby's not due till January, but yeah, I mean, he's been ready for years now to be a grandpa with all that gray on top of his head. If he saw me with the tattoos, I'm sure his reaction would be the same as when I got on second base the first time I played against him when I was with the Marlins in Philly. He was just, I tried saying hi to him. I said, "What's up?" And he's at second base and took them. And I'm like, is this guy serious? Is he not saying anything? So I just started waving at him like, "Hey, how are you?" And he was just like getting mad. And I asked him a few years later, and he told me he wasn't sure if I spoke English or not, and that's why he wasn't responding to me. But I know what he was trying to do. I know he was trying to put the fear of God in me. But yeah, I think Chase is going to be a great grandpa. He's still got some young kids that are going to be close to my baby's age. But yeah, Chase is going to be like a supplemental or a substitute grandpa for sure.
Kike, look, I saw what you put up on Instagram with the night vision goggles, hitting batting practice, going placata at night. I thought that was absolutely awesome, all right? Tell me a little bit about it, because this was insane right here.
Yeah, that was, I guess it was a good thing. The cool thing about getting eliminated earlier than when we thought last year in the playoffs, I got the opportunity to do that. I was really confused about how this thing was all going to work out, and showed up. We did a Cal State Fullerton. Showed up at night. There's only one light bulb turned on in the whole stadium, and I'm like, this is going to be interesting. And all the shooting went well, and once it was time to hit, that's when things kind of got real. And after like swinging and missing like 5 times with the goggles, because there's like kind of like a little delay going on, because they're goggles to play video games. The Call of Duty game, like you would buy the premium package or whatever it was called, and it would bring the night vision goggles, and you would put it on and play video games with night vision goggles on. And it had a little bit of delay, and the depth perception was awful. So it was front toss, and I swung and missed like 5 times. And I was like, hey, look, guys, if we want to leave here before 4 a.m., I'm going to have to cheat a little bit. And they're like, all right, what do you got? I was like, I mean, I need to raise it a little bit and be able to see the ball, because I think the whole point of doing this is to actually make contact. The video won't look that good if I'm just swinging and missing. And sure enough, they're like, oh, we'll tilt the camera a little bit just so that if you can see under the goggles, it doesn't look that way. And I mean, sure enough, that production company was awesome, and the video turned out unbelievable. Like, it was one of the coolest things I've done, and if not the coolest thing I've done. And I'm really glad I was able to do that, and it was really fun. It was a lot of fun for sure.
All right, Kike, let's wrap up this interview the way we started. Since we last spoke, you've been doing a little traveling. You ran into some elephants. Who has worse gas, the elephant or Clayton Kershaw?
I would say the elephants poop a lot bigger than Kersh, I hope. But the elephants have manners, man. That hotel, they would bring up the elephants to the restaurant where you would sit and have breakfast, and you could go feed the elephants while you were having breakfast. And so for those reasons, the elephants have really good manners, and they try not to fart while they're around you so that you can enjoy your food. But I mean, when it comes to farting and Kirsch, there's no species in the world that I can put against him. You know, he truly is a Hall of Famer on the baseball field and on the farting competition. So I mean, that's just it.
Who says we don't ask the tough questions around here at an Intentional Talk? Kike Hernandez, it is great catching up with you. Best of luck. Stay healthy during the 2020 season, and congratulations to you and your wife on the impending birth of your daughter. It's going to be awesome.
Thank you.
Good seeing you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Same
man.
here.